welcome to Libby Blog. This is Angie. I'm Marmalade Libby. Rachel isn't with me this week because last weekend was my birthday and we are doing these every other week, but because I went kind of nuts and spent all my birthday money on books, I wanted to do one on my own because the stack is so big there was no way I was going to wait 2 weeks. And we're already getting review books in, so anyway, I want to get these pretties on my shelves behind me. So I'm going to start. I'm not going to talk a lot about them. I'm just going to show them to you, and here we go. Alright, I got Libba Bray's Going Bovine. It won the Prince Award. I love Libba Bray's Gemma Doyle series, so I thought, what the heck? And I also got her Beauty Queens series. I heard that it's very snarky, and I like that. So those are both from Libba Bray. I also, for some reason, had never finished out my series of Gemma Doyle and didn't have the third book in paperback, so I grabbed The Sweet Far Thing. I mean, it's kind of a massive, and if you've never read this trilogy, it is phenomenal. Think historical, paranormal, romance, mystery, drama, intrigue, girls' school. I loved it. It's absolutely awesome. So that's also Libba Bray. I already have City of Bones by Cassandra Clare because my students and Rachel and everybody in the whole world keeps telling me I need to read them and they can't believe I haven't. So I also got City of Ashes and City of Glass because I was going to bring them home from the library this summer from Cassandra Clare and read them since nobody obviously is in the library at school in the summer. But guess what? The second book nobody ever returned, and the third book has been lost, which means somebody, swiped it from the shelves at some point and never. So, hey, that only happens to the best books out there, so that's okay. I'll replace them. Across the Great Barrier by Patricia Reed, and this is the second book in the 13th Child series. I think the series is actually called the Frontier Magic series. So this is historical fiction from the frontier of the United States, but there's something special about it. So magic, okay? And it's so great. It was so great. I didn't know that the second was out until just recently, so had to grab that. Alright, so then I had to get the paperbacks I've been missing from the PC Cast House of Night series. So I got Hunted, Tempted, and Burned by PC Cast and Kristen Cast. This is a very fun vampire series. And the next one, I didn't know this was out in paperback, and I'm wondering if it really is in the U.S. because after I got it, this is Clockwork Angel by Cassandra Clare, and it is a prequel series that goes before the City of Bones, City of Ashes, and on the back it says the price in pounds, so I think this is the UK version, but that's okay. I'll take it. I found that at Half Price Books. I also found a copy that is perfect of The Gathering Storm at Half Price Books. I was so excited about that because I loved this, so now I can give away my ARC sometime. Loved this series. Another historical fiction, but paranormal fantasy, and Russia. I love Russia. Anything that takes place in Russia. This is by Robin Bridges. I also took advantage of a couple of Laurie Halse Anderson books I found at Half Price Books. Winter Girls, which I adore. It's a very broken girl story of anorexia and bulimia, and it is, it's so good. It's so good. Laurie Halse Anderson, she kind of breaks you, Twisted by Laurie Halse Anderson. This one is about a boy who does damage to a school, and then has to make up for it. Very good. Yep, I have a little helper. Did you hear that? Hex Hall by Rachel Hawkins. I love these covers, so I decided I wanted them in hardcover, all of them, and I found this one at Half Price Books, which is awesome. So there you go. If I Stay by Gail Foreman. I already have the second book, and I didn't have the first book, so this was an awesome grab at Half Price Books as well. And Sisters Red by Jackson Pierce. I love this cover, and I love the cover of Sweetly too, so I'm going to have to grab that when it's in paperback. I can't wait to read this one.
Can I go say hi to them on the computer?
In a minute. And then I already had the first in the Maze Runner series, but I grabbed the second at Barnes & Noble, The Scorched Trials by James Dashner. I want to try that this summer. I hope I get to it. And then I got 2 hardcovers at Barnes & Noble. I was only going to get paperbacks there, but I found these 2 and I had to have them. So one is The Immortal Rules by Julie Kagawa. Oh, so good. So good. Vampires, but totally different, end of the world. And then my absolute favorite series ever, which is Katie Cross's Steampunk Chronicles. This is the girl in the clockwork collar. It's the second in the series, and I can't wait for the next one. I love this series. It is historical fiction. It is sci-fi. It is maybe a tiny bit paranormal, but mostly sci-fi and historical fiction, and it is phenomenal, based off of all those old awesome sci-fi books by Orson Welles and all of them. So I love this, had to have this in hardcover. And then of course we had the girls with us, so we had to get a couple things, and they got a couple on sale, but this is the exciting one that they chose to get. Brave by Disney Pixar has a large golden book, and it's gorgeous. I wanted to show you. So it's big, and look at these gorgeous pictures of the story. So we had to get this one. Right? Right? Somebody wants to say hi.
Hi.
My helper. All right. So that was my giant haul that I did today for my birthday. So tell us what you got this week, and leave it in the comments, and we'll see you around.